Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskar to all. I wish you all a very happy and a prosperous year 2022. Let's look at how this year 2022 will be for Gemini or Mithuna Rashi people. So we start with the planetary positions. The planetary positions are, you start your year with Jupiter being in a very beneficial position, Saturn in not so beneficial position, Astama Shani is running for you, and with Rahu and Ketu in the 12th and Ketu in the 6th. So overall, if I have to say, this year the first 3 to 4 months are going to be very good for you. So in the sense that if you are planning to do anything big or want to invest or any sort of thing, this first 3 to 4 months are going to be very good for you. So when the Jupiter's transit happens in April to your 10th house, your responsibilities and roles are going to change on the professional front. There will be that heaviness that can come into your professional front. One good thing about you this year is that your Astama Shani is going to end from May onwards, and then you will be able to see that some of the obstacles that were already there in your life will move away gradually. So overall it will be little favorable for you after April, but first 3 to 4 months are fantastic for you. Period between April and June, you need to pay special attention to your food intake. So there could be a lot of disturbances happening. That means gastric disturbances and other ailments are of the stomach are indicated during that period. People who are dealing with overseas clients or people who are working in the overseas companies or any connection with the overseas will definitely do very well this year. They will get more opportunities. Some may travel out or some may get more projects from the overseas, specifically in the second half of the year. So good gains can be seen during March to May time frame. From September onwards, you need to be more cautious overall a mixed year for you, so prepare well and be more patient this year. Now let's look at health. With many malefics starting in the 6th house for you, it indicates a lot of gastric disturbances, indigestion, which can lead to headaches. There is an injury to leg also indicated in this year, and you also may have eye related ailments or eye irritation, that is. And one more thing is, you may have trouble due to overeating as well. So people who are having complaints like cardiac issues or BP or hypertension, always better to take good care of yourselves. And let's say if you are over 50 years, then it is recommended that you go for a thorough health checkup just to ensure that everything is in order. So overall health will improve towards the end of this year. So you may be troubled with chronic issues, so please don't ignore chronic issues. They may suddenly flare up and cause discomfort. So please pay attention to even small changes that are happening in your body. Avoid overeating and try to stay calm for a good year on the health front. Coming to the career prospects and business prospects. About career, that means for people who are working, with the blessings of Jupiter in the beginning of the year, you may get that raise or that word of appreciation from your seniors. So the luck is going to be your way in the first 3-4 months of this year. So the period starting after April, you need to be a little more careful, wherein you need to avoid gossip, and it's always recommended that you mind your own business, stick to your plans and work diligently to avoid any possible problems. If you end up participating in the office gossip or things like these, you may definitely invite a lot of trouble, which may lead to what I can say, a lot of disappointment and even fall of place. Okay, your superiors may not be very happy with your work during the period between July and October. So stay more patient, work towards your best possible what you can say competency, and stay calm during this period. Better time will come. Do not fight or argue with your colleagues. It can backfire and also lead to a lot of troubles, including loss of position. So you keep your anger in control at workplace. Vague speech may also be there, so please avoid that. That will also help. So what you need to do this year is you need to try to be more focused and mind your own business for a better year. So coming to the businessmen will find the first 3 or 4 months to be very exciting, because there will be a lot of opportunities coming your way. There could be opportunities from overseas also, so please be attentive and make the best use of those. So period after March, April, it is always recommended that you don't fight or argue with your business partner. Be a patient listener, otherwise you may land up into trouble. You actually need to honor your words. That means if you commit anything, please complete it, otherwise you will have trouble. Okay, paperwork needs to be taken very seriously. If you are careless in doing your paperwork, then there is a possibility that you may get into judicial troubles. Okay, any big plans, the best time to plan is the period between March and April. So after Jupiter moves out, it is not at all favorable for you. To make the best out of this year, the first 3 or 4 months are very crucial for businessmen. So plan well, execute your plans in the first quarter, and try to be more patient in the second part of the year for having a good year on the business front. Now, talking about students, the beginning of the year will be very good for the students. So if you have any big plans, want to get that education, want to apply somewhere, please do it in the first 3 or 4 months. It is going to be more conducive and you are more likely to get through. That means if you have any dreams or any aspirations, you may get positive outcome in the first 3 or 4 months. So put in that extra effort. What you need to do is, after April, you better stick to your plan, focus on what you are supposed to do, and just take one step at a time for a better year. So it may be difficult in terms of being more focused. There will be a lot of distractions that can come your way. Specifically, the period between June and October is going to be crucial, so stay focused. So overall, it's going to be the starting of the year is good, and after that it's going to be more or less average for the students. Coming to the wealth part, good gains and profits are indicated during the first 4 months of this year. After that, it is going to change. There is a possibility with the movement of Saturn, some of you may get lucky in terms of inheritance. Some inheritance may come your way. That is for few people. Speculation and stock trading, if you are into that, second half of the year is going to be very tricky for you. So better stay focused and seek professional guidance and invest, and don't be reckless during that time in the second half of the year, because you may end up losing big time. A lot of unnecessary expenditure is also indicated during, specifically between May and June. These are the 2 months where you need to be more cautious, because you may do wasteful expenditure. So plan well and spend. If you are planning to give loan or take loan, I think this is not the year where you need to give loan to others, because your loan money may not come back. So overall, it's going to be a mixed year with good starting and in the middle you will face challenges, and in the end of the year it will be a little okay, I would say. Now talking about the family front, there could be misunderstanding with your spouse, and there could be some differences in the first 3 to 4 months of the year. You may end up fighting also in 1 or 2 occasions. So take care and try to be more calm. It is better to be silent than sorry sometimes. So after April, things will be a little better with your spouse. The differences will go away and you will have a good time. Elders may not support you, specifically period between April and July. They may not be happy. You need to take good care of your father's health, which may fluctuate, specifically period between September and November. Children may be very adamant and may fight with you all the time. That is specifically in the first 3-4 months. Their health may also be a little fluctuating. Specifically during the end of the year, you need to pay more attention for your kids' health. So overall, if I have to talk about, the second half will be a little better than the first half on the family front. So there are certain good times, there are certain challenges. So let's look at how you can make it better by following certain remedies. So your Ardhastama Shani will continue for some time in this year. So better recite or listen to Hanuman Chalisa 11 times every day. So continue that, because you are into Ashtama Shani now. So after that period between April, I mean from May onwards, things are going to get better, but at least till April you please continue reciting or listening to Hanuman Chalisa. If 11 times is not possible, at least try to do it at least once every day. You can perform a Rudrabhisheka after the movement of Jupiter and Saturn, that is in time between April and May is very favorable for performing a Rudrabhisheka. For overall benefits, please start reciting or listening to Vishnu Sahasranamam every day. You can start from a Wednesday of the Shukla Paksha. Fasting on Wednesday is very good for your overall growth. If you are looking to donate certain things, donate black sesame seeds, things related to Saturn, shoes, books, specifically on a Saturday. Do these remedies, try to be calm and patient this year. So I wish you all the best for this year. Namaskar.